What's up, guys? Brian here. I wanted to give you guys kind of an update. I cut my last live stream short when I was fixing the tailgate on the super dump, and so I wanted to give you guys basically an update on that, and also the pads that I just did that I'm putting on the super dump. We got some new pads we're putting on where the arm hits. So I'm gonna show you guys what we've been up to. So let me just show you real quick. My first, what's up, Peyton? I want to show you my first attempt at a pad that I made out of RTV urethane, and it didn't hold up. And then I'll show you what else we came up. Oh, thanks, Bobby. What's up, Andrew? So let me just set this up, and then what's up, A-Dog? Everybody's rolling in. How you guys' weekend going? You guys staying busy? I cut up a horse stall mat for pads. So you can see this was the original pad right here that the strong arm rested on. You can see how thick it really is. It's like not even a 1/4 inch thick. And then the countersunk part, once you put the bolt in there, it's the same thickness as the pad, so every time it would just hit on the pad. So I came up with this RTV urethane, right? It just destroyed this thing. It didn't last. So I found some other material that we're using right now, and I'll just show you. We're using this tool right here. It's a bad boy. This thing works great. So this second attempt at fixing the problem, I just cut up some mud flaps, some conveyor belt mud flaps, and it was working great. But as you can see, that it's so old, it just started cracking it. You know, I mean, it's been cracked for a while. This is mud flap that actually came off of the old Peterbilt. Sorry, I was blocking the microphone. This is mud flap that came off of the old Peterbilt when I first got it. If you go back and watch the videos, you'll see the mud flap was spray painted, and this is actually that. So took those off, and then you can see what we got now. It's a nice thick pad. Can any of you guess what this pad is made out of? I'm still waiting for my wife with the longer bolt. Whoa. So it's 2 of these glued together. Well, as you can see, I was working on it. Just touched that thing and you covered in grease and oil. I still need a longer bolt for this side. What I did was I glued these 2 together, and then I countersunk this one farther than this one. You guys can't even see. It's like not even focusing. There we go. So you can see it's countersunked. So I'm waiting on the bolts to show up for that. I was just checking on the old dump truck. I just had to tighten up a bolt on the springs. So a lot of you guys know I just got these springs redone. These are new springs, and they got new bolts and stuff on here. This bolt was actually loose right here, so I had to tighten that up, you know, with these 2 ratchets. I had one on the inside of the frame rail, and then this one on the outside, and I got it snugged up. But I had to reach my arm all the way through there to hold the inside one. But yeah, the old Pete's doing good. She's ready to make some serious money this season. She's ready to make some serious money. We got new steer tires. We got new springs. We got new tires in the back. We got these bad boys. These things are meaty. Meaty. Look at that. I mean, my finger isn't even as thick as the tread on that. So we ain't getting stuck in anybody's yard with those. And then we got new springs on the back, new hangers on the back, new bushings on the back. So this truck's ready to make some serious money. We spent $20,000 on her so far this year, basically. So should make some good money. What are you guys up to? Just redid the old Camelback on my Mac this year too. Yeah, there you go. That stuff is expensive, man. It gets expensive real quick. I'm gonna try and rip this apart so I can show you guys what the initial pad looked like. Sorry for typing on the fly. Oh, don't even worry about it. Okay. Alright. Do I pick up a lot of tack? No, not really, Andrew. I've never had a problem with them picking up tack. So this was the original mount the strong arm mounted against. And as you can see, it was just getting smashed easy. And then the bolt, you know, the bolt sits right there, you know, just rubbing right into the cylinder, you know. They didn't give me any pads for that. They didn't want to fix the tailgate, you know. So just problem after problem after problem with this new truck. But we're just making it work because we don't really have a choice, you know. So that's the way it goes. Let me show you what it did to the cylinders. Yeah, Andrew, that thing ain't even close to thick enough. Well, and I'll show you what it was doing. Yeah, I don't know if you can see right there, it's wearing through the paint on that side right there. That's where it was hitting on that side. I caught it before it did any major damage though. I'll show you the other side. 150, Peyton. Unless you're on weekend or prevailing, then it's 165. And then if it's weekend, you add another 15. Oh, I think I got it covered, Bobby. With these pads, I shouldn't have any problem at all. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I bought a super dump. I just wish I would have bought something different. So you can see right here, that bolt was just smacking right in there. I mean, how long would it have taken that to wear through? Just smacking it that hard. I would have given it two full weeks, full throttle, and it would have been leaking there. Maybe a month tops. I mean, that came from the factory like that, with that cheap pad. So, oh, update on the tailgate. It's pretty sealed. Once you get up to there, there's a little bit of air in there, like about 1/8 of an inch. You can barely see it, 1/8 of an inch, roughly. No, I agree with Blake. That's what I wish I would have bought, Peyton. That is actually what I wish I would have bought. Yeah, we're trying to double shift it, Richard. What's up, Wayne? Glad you finally made it into one of the live streams. It's been a while. No, we don't want a Mac. The Peterbilt's a good truck. It's just the body. I just wish I wouldn't have bought this body. I wish I would have got the, I hate to say it, but the OSW body or a Pioneer body. What the heck happened to that? Cheap tires. What's wrong with Mac? I'm just not a big Mac fan. You know, just not a big Mac fan. I think they're kind of ugly. Sorry. I just think they're kind of ugly. But yeah, this is the mount that it came with. Can you believe that? Like, how stupid is that? Yeah, it's got mud flap lifters, and it's a really, really good design. Really good design. Other than the fact that the mud flaps came way too... Ryobi is garbage, go OSW. I'm sorry, A-Dog. Here's the mud flaps lifters. Sorry, Bobby. I can agree with you on that. So the mud flaps, they were quite a bit longer. They were probably 5 inches longer, 6 inches longer. And the first day I had it out, I pulled one off. So I shortened them. You can see I cut the mud flap and then bolted it back on there. And the way it works is it just goes up just like that. Completely high enough to never get snagged on anything. And then when you're paving, what happens is, because you're rolling forward, it pulls it up. It pulls the mud flap up, and then it just sits on top, just like that. And that's why you can see there's some asphalt on the mud flap. Mac is just a Volvo with a Bulldog. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't a Volvo fan. Sorry. It turned out decent, Blake. Turned out decent. You can see it in there. It opens up to about 1/8 of an inch up there. But, you know, I'm not too worried about it way up there. I hardly ever have anything up against the tailgate that high up. So, turned out good. The bottom's all sealed. You can see the bottom's pretty good, pretty close. So, nothing's coming out of there. Right now we got a load of trash in the small dump truck. I loaded it up with the excavator at my friend's house. We were helping, her grandpa has dementia, and we were cleaning out some of his garbage. So we smashed it all in the dump truck. Well, Richard, we used to tailgate with the truck, but honestly, it's not really worth it, because after tailgating one time, it bowed the tailgate out. You know, it just shows how cheap their product is. You know, like, all they really would have had to have done, this is the difference that they could have done. Instead of having this so wide, they could have made this taller instead. Right? See how my hand is on there? Look at this one right here. I've never had a problem with this tailgate warping or bending, and I've had concrete come up against it. And it's tight as, you know, you don't get any tighter than that. I mean, that's just a far superior design. It's basically the same design, except for the those cross beams are closer, it looks like. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It shouldn't have bent. Really? Well, Richard, why would they put chains on the dump truck if you're not supposed to tailgate? I mean, that's what I say. Like, why would they install chains and spreader locks? I mean, they said it's supposed to be capable of spreading, but obviously it's not. So I told my driver, don't ever spread again with it. You know. Well, the other trick, Richard, also is to unlatch the tailgate before you start raising it. You know, I know it sucks spreading like that, and it's not going to be as even when you first start out, but that's what you got to do with this setup. You know, so you can still spread with it, just unlock the gates and then start lifting it, you know. And as soon as it starts dumping, then start rolling forward. Sucks, but that's the way you have to do it with this truck. This one, I can freaking lift that thing straight in the air and pop the gate, and it won't do nothing. And look what it did to the chain before. Like, this chain, who knows how old this chain is, but you can see where the link's bent? Right there? That link is bent right there from spreading. Right? That's a set distance right there. You know? So, it should be able to hold the full weight of the load on there. It's just a cheap product. They did a crappy job at welding it up or something. You know? Or they cheaped out on, I don't know how thick. Like this right here, you can see that's pretty thick, you know? There's no way to tell how thick this is. They got it all enclosed, so you can't really tell how thick it is, you know? But it looks like 1/8 inch from what I'm looking at right here. 4 millimeter, I think is what it said when I bought it. Well, Richard, the other thing is so it's already bowed out. I mean, how much more bowed can it get? Yeah, I could probably add more metal to it, Randall, but you know, I don't have any paint. I don't know what color paint this is yet, so you know, if I did weld something to it, I wouldn't be able to paint it just yet. If I were to add more metal to it, what I would do is I would take a 1/2 inch plate and just weld it up each side of the tailgate. You know, because if it's welded like that, less likely for a 1/2 inch thick to bow at all. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it would take. Not even 1/2 inch thick. I mean, if you just put 1/4 inch thick, just a 4 inch strip from here all the way to the top on both sides. I mean, that would stiffen it up that much more. So. Yeah. Anyways, I'm glad I bought the super dump. I just wish I didn't have all these problems, you know? If I didn't have all these problems, then things would be a lot nicer. But, that's where we're at. That's where we're at, guys. Angle iron runners welded to the inside would be plenty. Yeah, that would probably work too. Yeah, it looks alright, Jerry. I didn't weld it all the way up because I didn't want to ruin the paint going all the way up. I just tacked it in a few spots. Down the road, what I'll probably end up doing, I might just end up replacing the tailgate with a thicker tailgate. we'll just have to wait and see what the cards hold, you know? Maybe when the truck's paid off in 5 years, I'll do that, you know? Don't weld it to it. Make some 3-inch square steel tubes, cap the ends, and bolt them to the gate with 4 bolts each. You're talking about like inside, Bobby? Like inside the tailgate? Nobody even said hi to me. Hi, crony. You were in camouflage, so we didn't see you. Anyways, Joey was the first guy to join the membership. That's cool on Joey. I don't know if anybody else joined the membership yet. Can you guys even see it yet? I sent a message to YouTube saying that nobody could see it. So nope, you can't even see it. What the flip? Freaking YouTube, man. Takes them ages to get anything done, it seems like. I thought this was going to be a good idea. Walrus does it to the outside. They bolt stuff on the outside? How do you join? There should be a join button like on the channel, like right next to subscribe. It should say join. See, you can see the join button. Okay, sweet. It sucks up all your profit. It's $2 a month. Most of you guys buy coffees for, you know, spend like $30 a month in coffee. Anyways, it don't really matter, guys, if you join or not. We're still going to be doing great content. But, you know. You spent too much money on... Or I spend too much on trucking to afford a membership. Let's keep it that way, Bobby. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. You don't need a membership, man. For the cost of the trucking. Your shirt got stolen? From who? Who stole it? Try some of them pads they put on backhoe legs. They're thick and strong. That's a good idea. If I knew where to buy them. Probably like a tractor store or something. A-Dog, I would probably say 7.3 Power Stroke. Because everybody goes with the Cummins, and I don't know. I think they're nuts. People want way too much for them. And I'm a Ford guy, so back me up, Bobby. Power Stroke, huh? Go to the cat dealer. So any plans for Brian Van Dyne number 3? We'll have truck 3 probably in 3 years from now. Maybe 4 years from now. Just depends. Depends once we get the house built and the shop built. Then truck number 3 can show up. But those are my priorities. House and shop. What's up, Vic? And you spelled my name wrong. It's B-R-I-A-N. This was a good mount. Like this. I don't know, it's very strong stuff. Like, you can't really hardly. It just tears too easy. Yeah, I forgive you, Vic. It's not the first time. 6.7 power stroke is amazing. Are you starting a shop soon? No, not really starting a shop. I just want to be able to put my stuff undercover. And if I'm working on something, I want to be able to work on it when it's not raining. You know? And so, that would be really nice. And, you know, I mean, I suppose if I bought another truck, I could just hire a mechanic to do all the work, and then I wouldn't have to worry about having a shop or not. But, nah, not really. Dang, I guess you must not like my dream truck then. I like the Dodge trucks, Crony. I don't think they're valued at what people are trying to get for them. I think people are insane what they're trying to. Like, I've seen like 2000 Cummins for sale for like $30,000. It's like, seriously? Like, people are nuts. Must been someone from work had in my locker and went to go get it and it was gone. Seriously? Why would somebody steal it? Mine has 170K. Never had a single issue. At Old Crony Garage Ford. I said first gen Cummins, and no, I haven't gotten it yet. I don't have a license yet. It's my dream truck so far. You're making a big deal about it. I don't know what you're talking about. All truck brands are extremely overpriced if they're diesel. Amen. I agree 100% with that, Sydney. A-Dog, if I remember right, you want a 6.0. Oh, say no to 6.0. I've heard a lot of bad things about the 6.0. Hire me as your mechanic, a 14-year-old with no experience with diesel and 30 hours away. Because people I work with are like that. How far is your land from where you live now? It's an hour away. Dodge stuff has issues. Everyone I know has everything destroy itself around the motor. Good motors though. Yeah, see, Bobby's right on point. Everything around the motor gets destroyed. You know, the transmissions, they never hold up for the Cummins. Never. Like, I know a guy who's replaced his transmission like 4 or 5 times with bulletproof transmissions, right? But they're not ever bulletproofed, you know. Hey, dog, I thought I was the youngest in the stream, rocking at 21. The VANDUYN dump trucking name's getting out there. Everyone wants the t-shirt now. You talking about electric truck? Or do you mean engine? I don't know what you mean by that, Chaka. We're just talking about, like, pickup trucks. Yeah. The only reason you want a 6.0 is for the sound. I watch a hotshot driver with a 5500 Ram, 4,000 miles, had a rod go through the block. Just seen a new Dodge hotshot truck hauling cars, blew a rod through the motor yesterday. I mean, is it a 2000 Dodge Ram 3500 that's built with brand new parts? It's probably worth 30K. If it's a clap Dodge with 300K, it's not worth 30K. Well, that's what I'm talking about, old crony. Like, everybody thinks their Dodge is built, and it's not. It's clapped out, 300,000. The motor may be still good, which obviously, you know, they last for 1,000,000 miles. But everything else only lasts
150 to 200,000 miles, and they don't replace nothing. They don't replace U-joints. They don't replace anything, and they think it's amazing. So the only thing Dodge has going for is the Cummins engine. Yeah, see, I agree with that, Chaka. The only thing good about the Dodge is the motor. That's it. That's it. His channel is Hotshot Dave. He has had a lot of problems with his 5500. It's a Dodge, right? I was watching the Tow Piglet, and he had the, was it an F500 or an F450? Was it a 550 or a F450? I can't remember what he had, but it was like 2020 or whatever, and he put a lot of miles on it. He said he liked it, and then I can't remember why he got rid of it. What brand of truck would you go for if you bought new today? Ford. Sydney, yes. Dodge, I think, have gone up. I build on build quality since the second gen 2020 Ram. If I had unlimited money, I would buy a Ford pickup. That's what I would buy. I would buy a Ford 450 or a 550 Super Duty. Probably with the King Ranch interior. I like that that buckskin interior. That stuff looks so nice. Yeah. Yeah, he does, Sydney, I know. But he rented the F450 or whatever. I think he got a lot of good work out of that one. The reason I would go with a F450 or a F550 over a 350 is because the turning radius is so much better on a 450 and a 550 compared to a 350, because they have a different steering system, or something's different on the steering, but they turn better, is what I've heard. And I'd love to have like a flatbed. That'd be cool. But that ain't gonna happen anytime soon, guys. No pickups for me anytime soon. Not even anywhere close to getting a new pickup. Not until these trucks are paid off. Wide track front axle will do that for you. I look at new pickup trucks and dang, those things are expensive. Fiat, fix it again, Tony. Oh, Fiat, fix it again, Tony. That's what Fiat stands for. Fix it again, Tony. I heard Ford is having issues with the new 10-speed automatic. Oh, that sucks. Dang, I thought I'd get away from those Dodge hating Ford owners, but here I am. Everything is expensive to own now. Yeah. I mean, how can people justify $70,000 for a pickup? You know, $80,000 for a pickup. Like, that's nuts. And they don't last, 70 years like they used to. They don't last 50 years. You get in an accident, and then the thing's garbage. After one accident, it's totaled. I think I'm going to use this as a shooting target. I'll go out to my property and shoot at it. I wonder if it would hold up. price of pickups has definitely increased. What's up, Rich? What are you up to? Another 2 years, they will be 100,000 for a diesel pickup. Yeah, I believe that, Sydney. As sucky as that sounds, that's what it's coming to. What's your max payload on the super dump? I can haul 25 tons in the super dump. Get another dump truck, boss man, and hire me. I guess I'm gonna go move my 99 somewhere in the woods so no Ford man can make fun of me for owning a Dodge. Did front wheel bearings and brakes on the dump truck today. I am beat. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it, Rich. Is the new driver more comfortable? Is the new truck more comfortable to drive? It's definitely more comfortable to drive, Bobby. Honestly, I would probably go GM for a diesel pickup. I hate the IFS, but it's the least compromise. Ford has a good truck, but the diesel is meh. Dodge has a killer diesel, but the truck is trash. They don't pay out here in Pennsylvania like they do out in Washington where you're at. Yeah, no, you got that right. But there's a lot more expensive out here too. A lot more expenses. Stepped outside and came right back in. 102 is... Oh, geez, it's hot out there. Do you have overweight permit? Or do you need one? No, you don't need an overweight permit for what I'm hauling. They all have issues somewhere, and they all cost. Basically, you're gonna pay no matter what you buy. Mac Daddy's right on point. Right on point. They're all gonna cost you no matter what, and they're all gonna break. We can haul 26 tons if we use the semi with the quad axle trailer. Yep, I think I'm gonna leave before I accidentally lose my mind over which truck is best. No truck is the best. Ford is the best. Drive a mile, walk the rest. I don't know what Ford you're driving, but I've never walked a mile because of my Ford. I'll tell you which trucks I have broke down in was a Chevy. I broke down in a Chevy before. Never broke down in a Ford and couldn't fix it on site. As a matter of fact, when my Ford did go take a dip in the lake, I drove it home 2 hours later. You can't tell me you did that with a Chevy or a Dodge when you drove it into the lake. We are allowed 8,000 max on our roads without a permit. Yeah, we're allowed 105,500 without an overweight permit. Let's go put these tools away. Yeah, we're allowed 105,500 in Washington and Oregon. I think Oregon, you don't need an overweight. I never got an overweight permit when I was hauling in Oregon. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, bien, ¿y tú? ¿Cómo estás? Dang, no goodbyes. I must have offended someone. You can't leave, old crony. I'm gonna head out. See ya. Later, A-Dog. I have had 2 different IDI 7.3. They are a pain to start sometimes. Yes, they are, Sydney. I agree with you on that. Both, well, okay, so my first IDI, I never had a problem with it starting. Except for there was a bad ground. When the ground started loosening up, then I had problems with it starting. But once I figured out there was a loose ground wire, I fixed it, and it worked amazing. The truck I got now, I think the glow plugs suck on it. They need to be replaced probably. Because I've been having, I got to hold the button for 15 seconds, if it's cold. And then I also like to watch the alternator, the voltage needle. And sometimes it doesn't even move. And I'm like, what the frick? So I keep pressing the button until it finally decides that it wants to drop when I press the button. So I'm thinking the glow plugs are probably going out in it. But I'm not too worried about it because I got a set of Ford glow plugs when I bought the truck. I just haven't put them in yet because I'm lazy. No work today? I worked today, Jessica. I helped a friend out. And I was just working on the dump trucks also. Anybody know where I can get just this piece of an air horn? Just this piece? What is this called? Does anybody even know what this is called? Block heaters are the way to go. Yeah, my Ford doesn't have a block heater, Bobby. My IDI was addicted to starting fluid. Oh, no. It's hard to get them off that starting fluid once they get addicted to it. We go to 105,500 with our truck and pups. We are slowly converting to 5-axle trucks and 3-axle pups now due to being allowed a shorter overall length and cough 82K on our supers. Yeah. That's what we haul, 82K. Why not put a block heater in the IDI? I probably would, but I have a block heater. I just never plug it in. That's my problem. I only plug it in if it's really, like, I don't know. I don't want to spend the money on electricity. What the? Don't forget to pound that like button and pound that subscribe button. I'm in Texas and I don't ever get very cold here. No, I just need this part. I only need this part that the air blows into. There's no part numbers at all on this Grover air horn. Like, oh, that irritates me when people don't put part numbers on stuff. Like, how can you find anything? They just want you to just buy the whole thing. I think. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I just want to unscrew this real quick. I'll be back in a split second. Yeah, not coming off. Not coming off. I've replaced 2 horns on this old dump truck. Get a Grover 1510. Great horns. How'd it break? So, funny story, Jessica. When you break your frame, the box twists, right? And so, as you can see, let me show you. My dump truck was not made with the box that's on it right now. I'm pretty sure. When I bought the truck, it didn't even have an air horn on it. It just had a hole in the roof. Let's see. Okay, disappear so I can zoom in real quick. Okay, see the part that's cut out? I had to cut that out because it was, when I first got the truck, The first air horn got knocked off, got broken because of the headache rack. So I cut that little notch out of it. Second one got broke because the frame was broke and it flexed too much and it knocked it off. So that's $300 in air horns right there. Here's the other one. Here's this piece right here. Right, it's the same one. Same exact one. No part number on nothing. There's the horns still work great. It's just this breaks every single time. So I was hoping I could just get a replacement part. Just unscrew this. And screw the new one on. Are you gonna smack me with that horn after the whole me liking Dodge and all that? No. Put a train horn on it. I'd love to put a train horn on it. I'd get myself into trouble if I did that though. You need to buy a dang day cab tractor and end dump. Well, Bobby, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal, Bobby. I'll buy one if you sign a contract with me saying that you will only exclusively use my truck. And you have to agree to a set rate for year-round work. Those don't work well around the Northwest here. They have a lot of end dumps here, Chaka. They're just hauling scrap metal and like land clearing debris is what they're mainly hauling. What part of the Northwest are you in, Chaka? Tri-Cities area. Oh, okay. So you're on the other side of the mountain. I got a grandpa who lives in Yakima. Yeah, this thing just broke. You can see where it got smashed. You can see it just got smashed right there. Right on that one side, just got totally annihilated. And then you can also see on the back too, where it got smashed into, right here. The good side. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to move over to that side, but the problem is there's not a lot of money over there, and everything's brown. That's the only problem with Eastern Washington. Everything's brown, and it's so cold there sometimes. Yeah, if that ain't sarcasm, Bobby, I don't know what is. Can it be TIG welded back together? It's some sort of pot metal. I can tell you if it's aluminum. It's non-ferrous because I got a magnet on this, and it's not magnetic. It's non-ferrous, so it'd have to be aluminum. But then the other thing is I don't have the other piece for this. And I definitely don't have the other piece of this one either. It got lost, fell off the truck somewhere when I was driving down the road. Old crony, you got a lot of ideas for having a little bit of money. You want to buy a 2000 Ram 3500 as a restoration project. It has an automatic transmission, but I want to convert it to a 6-speed manual. I think a lot of people have that urge to buy an automatic and change it to a manual, but it's just easier and cheaper and less headache to just buy a manual. Bobby. Right on point. I mean, look at this thing. This thing's brand new, basically. No, not even a single drop of rust on it. Can't even use it. What would be super cool is if I could have 2 of these air horns. Because this air horn is the best sounding air horn I've ever heard. Like, it... I mean, it sounds so good. So... Do we have a truck junkyard here? No. We used to have one down in Centralia. And then they sold out. They sold. And now Truck Weld owns that spot. It's right on I-5. Past Centralia. I think it's Toledo. Out in Toledo. But they sold. I was trying to look it up on eBay. And I couldn't find anything. Yeah, I think a lot of people have, Crony. Gas? Oh man, I'm tired. I got work Monday for the super dump. I don't have any work Monday for the solo yet. Well, guys, I'm freaking bored. I'm hungry too. Oh, damn. Anyways, the title of the video was "You're not rich if you're, if you're rich, you're filthy." That's how you got to get rich. You got to be filthy to get rich. I like that saying. Alright, you guys. You guys have a good one. I'm going to sign out. My wife's taking way too long to get the bolts. I was hoping she'd be back by now so you guys could see me finish bolting the pads on there. Yeah, I know I got work for Tuesday. I got to see if I can find some night work for the super on Monday night so I can work Monday day, Monday night, Tuesday day. Yeah, I gotta figure something out. DeBoss Garage. Good luck, Brian. Be safe out there. All right, guys. Don't forget to pound that like button before I turn off the live stream. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Van Dyne, and this is Van Dyne Dump Trucking. Signing out. See you Tuesday, Bobby.